This is the Padres Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Oh, what a night, San Diego. What a night. Oh, man, mid-May back in 25. I'll tell you what, we got to go crazy tonight, San Diego. What a night for the Padres. What a night for Fernando Tatis Jr. And what a night for you as a Padre fan. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. Welcome to your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. And I am going to, forgive me here 1 second. Come on. Jeez Louise, these things. Come on. Oh, come on. Jeez, I'm sitting here right now with no TV behind. I got to get this up there. All right, the Padres with the big win tonight. Fernando Tatis Jr. with the walk-off and ruined my intro with this damn TV. All right, that's okay. We'll get this right here. Let me just do this. We got to get this right, man. On a night like tonight, let's go. Technologically speaking, we are there. Boom. All right, welcome to your Padres Postcast. My name is Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease, and look at this. Come on, will you please? What is going on here? Will you please just 47,000 times a day? StreamYard, let's go. Finally. All right, there we are. Man, puts a damper on it, but what a night, man. The Padres score 4 times in the 8th and 9th innings. The Angels can't do anything. I have it up there, and Angels in the field. I couldn't fit outfield. Angels in the outfield, man. Errors, wild pitches. They're a calamity out there. Their bullpen's a joke. I mean, their bullpen's ERA is over 7 after tonight, and it's a joke. They don't do anything but hit home runs, and they hit 2 more tonight. But, man, the Padres with a huge win to even the series at a game apiece. And Fernando Tatis Jr. delivers the blow. And how great is he, man? That was a double stride, that homer. Do you know what a double stride is? Where he started the stride, picked his foot up, started the stride. It was a changeup. He was fooled by the pitch. That's what that means. And he was still able to stay back, keep the weight back, keep the hands back, and still explode through the zone and smash that thing 430 feet to left center, deep into the San Diego night, as Don Orsillo was saying. But man, oh man, what a win for the Padres. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team, your pods every day. Smash that subscribe, hit the bell, and come on in. Say what's up in the comments. You know you want to say hi. And if you're on here on YouTube right now, you can come on in and do it live, and we will interact. You see what I'm saying? Yo, I'm not playing. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, Padres Postcast. Thank you for making us your first watch/listen of the day. Myself and Javi with Locked On Padres Podcast. I know he's feeling good tonight, but man, oh man, we're free on YouTube. We're free on Roku, and we are free wherever you listen to your podcast. Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, and the like. You know what I'm saying? Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I just want to point at people tonight. And this episode of your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network on your Tuesday night. I had to remember what night it was for a second there. And by the way, game 3 of this series is a night game tomorrow night, which doesn't usually happen much anymore. The getaway days are all day games. But tonight's episode of your Padres Postcast is brought to you by, you know it, FanDuel. And FanDuel is absolutely phenomenal. You know how much we love to talk about FanDuel here on the network, and they really love to be a part of this network. There's a lot of reasons why. Millions. You guys, obviously, is a huge reason why. But tonight's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins on FanDuel on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. What a win for the Pods tonight. They score 4 times, and what a makeup for last night. The Jackson Merrill game when they gave up 6 runs in the 9th. Suarez, and it was Adam tonight they brought in, not Suarez, but Suarez with the meltdown. What a difference a day makes in MLB. A big win for the Pods tonight. It's your Padres Postcast. I'm Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease. So much to get to in a short time to do it in. What do you say we really get this party started? Let's go.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Where are my Padre people at? The Friar fanatics, the faithful, the lunatics. Look at Fernando Tatis Jr. I mean, look at this, right? You're in the 9th inning, right? And it's just unbelievable. The walk-off homer, but you're thinking about it and you're like, whoa, how many times do you see it happen with the Padres, with any team really, when you walk the leadoff hitter? You know what I'm saying? And Fernando walked to lead off the 8th, and then a rise pops out. Machado walks. Tatis goes to second. Shout out Manny. extends the hitting streak to 13 games, third largest in the majors, longest of his career. Sheets with the blooper to behind shortstop. No one could get to it, man. The center fielder or left fielder's coming in. The shortstop's going out. They almost collide. They don't pay attention to each other. Angels, calamitous on D. Machado scores on a wild pitch to tie the game. And then Cronenworth walks, and even Hayward strikes out swinging there. They could have won it there. Jason Adam comes in, 6-pitch inning in the 9th inning. Goodbye. And here comes Kenley Jansen, the old Dodger. And then leading off the inning, Elias Diaz walks. Now remember, Martin Maldonado had been in the game. He had the big RBI on the suicide squeeze, the safety squeeze tonight, and execution on the bunt to drive in a run. So big things happening in San Diego this year. We've talked about this a lot. Big things popping. But look at Fernando. Look at Fernando, man, flipping that bat, staring back in the dugout. Barry Bonds hates this, by the way. I saw him talk about this the other day, and he's like, yo, man, if you did that when I was this generate, you'd have got a fastball up underneath the rib, and they're not allowed the pitchers to police the game the way they used to, and the pitchers used to police the game. They really did. And here's the swing, by the way, for Fernando. We can't show this enough. We can't show this. Look at this swing. And like I said, it was a double stride. He puts the weight forward, has the presence of mind after being fooled by a pitch and the athletic ability to step back with that same leg, double cock, reload. Come on. Are you serious? You guys know what I'm talking about here? Reloads and still smashes that damn thing 400. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this dude? I mean, we watch him every day, right? How lucky are we to watch Fernando Tatis Jr.? And I would never be so crazy to say he could be the greatest leadoff hitter of all time by the time he's done. There's a guy named Ricky Henderson who's probably never going to – I mean, he played for the Padres. He played till he was 107. He played for everyone. I mean, how do you not – you hang a check that you got on your wall and someone goes, hey, Ricky, you're supposed to cash that. Oh, man, you cash that check. That was Ricky. You know what I mean? There's the greatest leadoff guy of all time. But look at Fernando Tatis Jr. The excitement, the emotion, the adrenaline. Manny Machado got knocked down in the 8th inning before he scored the tying run. The way he pumped that fist when he scored that run. Petco's electric. It's selling out all the time, man. And it's just unbelievable what this team is doing. The start to the season has been phenomenal. Really just a great job by the Padres. And they'll, wrap up this series tomorrow. But what an outstanding win for San Diego. They're a half game behind the Dodgers. What are the Dodgers doing tonight? They lost 11-1. That's what they did. So that's why the Padres are now just a half game behind the Dodgers with a chance to take that lead tomorrow night. And they still haven't even played each other yet. By the time they play one another, if this holds and it's like a half game to a game, oh, baby, that is going to be dope. But what a night for the Padres. There's Maldonado, by the way, with the sack bunt. The squeeze bunt, got it down, drove in the run. Angels were hitting homers all night as usual. It's what they do. It's all they do. They can't pitch. Their relievers are terrible. Defensively, they're not a good team. And Dylan Cease had double digits in Ks tonight. Gave up a leadoff homer, had a jam going in the 6th. But other than that, they don't win this game tonight without Dylan. Dylan was fantastic against the Yankees last time, real good tonight as well. You never know what's going to happen with Suarez between the years after the meltdown. You have to think he'll be all right. But, man, to bounce back the way they did and get this victory tonight and to score all the runs the way they did in the 8th inning, we're going to give you the recap. We're going to tell you how the runs were scored, going to give you the box score, who did what in this game. We'll give you the turning point, give you the star of the game, get you ready for tomorrow. And we're going to do that after these messages. And we've got some great sponsors here on the network, and you get incredible deals just by being a part of what we do. It's your Padres Postcast and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. So what a night at Petco. Fernando's first walk-off since the fall of last year, a double against the White Sox, and this one tonight, hella special. Blasted it into the night. The double load. He strides once. Nope, I got fooled on a changeup. Let me bring all my weight back, reload, cock my hands, and just smash this thing 430 feet. Send everybody out into the gas lamp district with a smile on your face. And I know not everybody goes to the gas lamp district, but you know what I'm saying. Everybody should. Everybody should. But a 430-foot shot from Fernando Tatis Jr. wins this game for the Padres. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. Let's take a break. Come right back. Wrap it up on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. And I get to tell you about FanDuel, the MLB season, of course, but the MLB season is unbelievable. And the NBA playoffs are also in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances like Fernando tonight in the NBA playoffs, Anthony Edwards against everyone. Oh, Lord, that kid. Major momentum Swiss. Can't miss moments, and whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action with FanDuel, making it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live with the NBA playoffs with props from players, performance trends, and same-game parlays. Fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. That's right. Which players are showing up in the biggest moments, and how could tracking their trends help you build your next big bet? Hello, Tati, Manny, King, Cease, Flores, you know what I'm saying? Action, Jackson Merrill, baby. I mean, it wasn't his night tonight, but can't do it every night with Jackson Merrill. But, what would it be like to combine live prop bets mid-game based on how the action unfolds? You got to read on who's heating up. Why not back it up with the same game parlay? How about a $200 bonus in bets? Add to the excitement. How much would it if your first $5 bet hits? Pretty awesome, right? With FanDuel. And if you're new to FanDuel, maybe you are, it's the perfect time to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets from FanDuel on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team, yours every day. Oh, man. 6-4, the final tonight. Fernando Tatis Jr. walks it off for the Padres. A Tati party by the Bay, baby. A Tati party on the Bay. I mean, you're looking at that stadium. I mean, I wonder if Manny takes a boat to the games. Some of the Heat guys used to do that. You know what I'm saying? Some of the Heat guys used to do that, take a boat to the game. You know what I'm saying? The arena's on the water. Tough life. Tough life. They have water taxis. I mean, it's just dope. It is just dope. So 6 runs for the San Diego Padres on 6 hits and no errors. 4-8-2 for the Angels, who also threw 3 wild pitches in this game, including the one on which the game-tying run scored from Manny Machado. Hayward had a chance to win it in the 8th with the bases loaded and 2 outs. He strikes out. But in the 9th, Fernando got him after the leadoff walk to Elias Diaz. For the box score, I'm just taking a look at what people did tonight in this ball game. The Angels had a couple more homers, and that was Zach Neto homered for the 2nd consecutive night. And also a home run hit by Matthew Lugo, a pinch hit home run in this game and 2-run shot. And it was a big one. It was a big one in this game. But how about this? We have to talk about Jose Soriano. He pitched really well for the Angels tonight. The identityless team from Los Angeles, Anaheim, California, whatever the hell. Come on, dude. You're the Anaheim Angels. You're not the Los Angeles anything. Ridiculous. It's not Los Angeles. I mean, come on. Really? Really? That's like all these people. Where do you live? Phoenix. Really? Well, I live like 20 minutes outside. Oh, I live in New York. Where do you live? You live an hour outside, bro. You don't live in New York City. Stop. Anyway, Soriano, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, none earned, by the way, as not a beneficiary of well-played baseball behind him. Tonight, walked 3, struck out 5, 107 pitches. Deserved a lot better. Zephyr John is the guy they got. 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and then Jansen, 2 earned runs, a couple of hits, and obviously the homer to Fernando Tatis Jr. But what a night in San Diego. What a good time to party for the Padres and their fans. It's been a great start to the year. Let's hop on into the comments and see what we got. Marcos, yo, what's up? What about Tatis today, man? He was phenomenal. Absolutely great. I haven't hit the Padres box score yet, and I stand on Tatis MVP. Robin Rob is looking that way early in this season. I mean, you got Ohtani, right? Shohei, and remember, Fernando's hurt last year. But last year it was Lindor and Shohei. And this year it might be those 3 with Fernando in there. Bryce Harper was in there last year too. Can't forget him. And he'll probably be there at the end too. So Fernando's in that group. There's no doubt Fernando's in that group. I mean, nobody can sit here and tell any of us with a straight face that he's not, because you get laughed out of the room. You know what I'm saying? You get laughed out of the room. So nice job in the chat room, guys. Keep coming on in. We'll have some live interaction on the YouTube show. Don't forget, we're also live on, down with OTT. Yeah, you know me. This whole part used to be OPP. Now it's OTT. Or the top television on Roku. We're free there. Free on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, Podbean, iHeart. You name it. We are free there as well. All right, let's real quick run through the Padres box score. Fernando Tatis Jr., 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs on the homer that won the game. Hello. And had a couple of walks. Arise 1 for 4. Machado 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Extends the hitting streak to 13 games. Jackson Merrill and Ofer. The streak of 7 consecutive games with extra base hits is donezo. The average all the way down sunk all the way down. Poor Jackson Merrill. He's only hitting 438 now. Gavin Sheets 1 for 4 with that big RBI blooper in the 8th that scored a couple. And or Manny actually stayed at third. He scored on the wild pitch. Scored 1. Fernando wanted to come home. He's waving him as he's running. Bogarts 1 for 2 with an RBI, a couple of walks. He's been playing pretty well lately. Good defense as well. Cronenworth 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Hayward 0 for 3. Maldonado 1 RBI, 0 for 1, but he had the suicide safety squeeze, really safety squeeze, to drive in a run. So great job by the Padres tonight. What does all this mean? This means that you better be listening to and watching Locked On Padres podcast all week, Locked On MLB Game Night on the network, and then every game afterwards. We have the postcast tomorrow night, 6:40. Not a getaway day game tomorrow. It's a night game, because the Padres are staying at home. The Angels are going to Anaheim. It's a bus ride. I'm not sure if they take the bus or not. I remember growing up in Connecticut, the Yankees and Red Sox would take buses back and forth to play each other, and they would always stop and eat at my friend's restaurant, exactly a half hour or halfway through New York to Boston, the Ye Olde Tavern. Shout out Pano Wolviotis. I'd walk in there in the 80s and see Ricky Henderson and Don Mattingly and Dave Winfield and just be a kid going, holy crap. All right, pitching-wise tonight for the Pods, Dylan Cease, 6 2/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts and a walk. Padres struck out 11 more tonight. They've been just sending people back. Padres killing it in that regard as well. Estrada gave up 2 earned runs in a third of an inning. Matsui pitched a scoreless inning, and so did Jason Adam. All right, here we go. You know what the turning point is, and you know who the star of the game is, and then you know we got to go. But we love you, and we're here every night after games, the postcast, the podcast every day with Javi, the tag team. He and I mean, you got Gen X right here with the gray beard. My kids call me Boomer. You got him, and he's a Gen Zer with the anime stuff and the furry stuffed animals. And my son's that age, so I get that. And you know what I'm saying? It's a good team, good tandem. We like this. You got the youngster, you got the old guy, you got a little bit of everything here on your Padres postcast and podcast. Then you got Locked On MLB Game Night. All right, let's do this. We got a couple of things to do and a short time to do it in. So first things first, I grease. Freaks all the honeys, dummies, Playboy bunnies, those wanting money, and then I show you the turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Let's see. You think we have a turning point in this game? You think we have a star of the game? What do you think, San Diego? Yes, Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, Padres Postcast. Smash the bell, the subscribe, all that. Come on in the chat. Yes, you know. We're free wherever you get your podcast. You know this. We're free on YouTube. We're free on Roku. You know this. Turning point of the game? Come on. I mean, look at that guy. That's one of the 5 best players in baseball right there, and we got him. It's Judge, it's Shohei, it's Harper, it's Lindor, it's Tati. Am I wrong? I don't know. I might be off on 1 or 2 of those, but not Tati, and not Judge, and not Shohei. All right? I'm going to say that. So there you go. Juan Soto, nah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Juan Soto. So there's your turning point of the game. And next up, we got one more thing to do. Benchmarks.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Oh, baby. That bat flipping, energy having, freewheeling, son of a gun. Woo! Fernando Tatis Jr. What a night for Fernando. Machado extends the hit streak. Cease strikes out 10. And tomorrow, and the Dodgers lost 11-1, got the asses whooped tonight. So tomorrow is the finale of this series, the rubber game. Each team has won one. The Padres, a 70% favorite to win. They are -1.5 on the run line, and on the money line, -190. Who cares what the Angels are? Kyle Hendricks on the bump for the Angels. He's 1-4 with a 5.3 ERA, and then their bullpen's over 7. Yeah, they're going to score a lot of runs tomorrow, the Pods. Go Pods it over tomorrow. Vasquez, allegedly, if for entertainment purposes only, yeah, there you go. And Vasquez pitches for the Pods, 2-3 with a 3.76. Had a pretty good year. Pivetta and Vasquez have been a big part of this so far. So let's get another one from Vasquez. Let's get that lineup ripping the ball again. It's not a day game, so you're not going to see stars take the day off as much. You're going to see that full lineup probably tomorrow night, and you might see another Padres victory. That's going to do it for me. I am Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease. But before I go, I got a couple things to take care of. 6-4 the final. The Padres win. They score 4 runs in the final 2 innings. The Angels commit 2 errors and throw 3 wild pitches, including the one that ties the game with Manny Machado. Fernando Tatis scored the run before that to cut it to 1. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on the blooper from Sheets, and what a read by Fernando. They're great on the bases, Fernando and Manny. They're just amazing to watch and so much fun. But I want to say this, okay? Beautiful game by the Padres. They score 4 runs in the last 2 innings. Fernando Tatis Jr. walks it off at the bottom of the ninth. The 2-run shot off. Kenley Jansen, the Dodger, former Dodger, but Dodger nonetheless. And the Angels can go back to Anaheim and say they're from Los Angeles. And you know what I'm saying? The identityless team goes home. Well, tomorrow they'll go home after they lose tomorrow night. Thank you for making Locked On Padres podcast and your Padres postcast your first listen, second listen, day in and day out. After that, make sure you check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. 6-4 Padres. Keep your game tight and your mind right, San Diego. What a win. We'll be back tomorrow night, 6:40 first pitch after the game. Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. Keep your game tight and your mind right, San Diego. We are out.